Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Good morning, Carson City.
Good morning.
Is Cisco there present?
I believe he's walking in right now.
Okay. We'll give him a minute to get settled and we'll get started. Any questions today?
Good morning, I'm here.
Morning, Mr. Aguilar.
Good
Are
morning.
you ready to go? Do you need a minute? What was that?
I'm ready.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm going to call to order the State of Nevada Board of Examiners meeting scheduled for October 10th, 2023 at 10 a.m. Could I have the clerk please call the roll?
Yes, sir. Governor Lombardo,
Present.
Secretary of State Aguilar,
Here.
Attorney General Ford.
Here.
Let the record reflect we have a quorum.
All right. Thank you for that. Moving on to agenda item number 2, public comment. So we have a new narrative to provide. And everybody just have patience as I read through it before we start with public comment. The first public comment period is limited to comments on items on the agenda. No action may be taken upon a matter raised under the public comment period unless the matter itself has been specifically included on the agenda as an action item. The chair of the board will impose a 3-minute time limit, which I will do. Public comment may be provided in person or via telephone. Do I have to read this whole narrative on the telephone?
Just the phone number and access code, but anyone.
Okay. All right. If you wish to call in via phone, there's 2 different numbers. First one being 775-321-6111 or 702-329-3435. And the access code, the ID number, shall be 946-495-096#. And as I open up the public comment period, if you wish to talk, if you are calling by phone, please hit *5. So as a matter of practice, we'll give it approximately 60 seconds for anybody that wants to call by phone to get situated. In the meantime, is there any public comment there in Carson City?
No, there's not.
Do we have any here in Las Vegas? Nobody wants to come up and just talk about things? No? All right, we will wait a sufficient amount of time for anybody that wishes to call in to do so. All right, hearing none and seeing none, we will close the public comments section and move on to agenda item number 3, approval of the September 12, 2023 meeting minutes. I will entertain the motion.
Move approval.
We have a motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion passes unanimous. And we will close agenda item number 3 and move to agenda item number 4, state vehicle purchases. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, sir. There are 3 requests under agenda item number 4. Would you like to hear them together or separately?
Together, please.
Okay. The first request is from the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, Division of Environmental Protection. They request approval to purchase 1 replacement vehicle for a total amount not to exceed $32,913. The vehicle being replaced has met the age and or mileage requirements in SAM, and funds are available for this purchase. The second request is from the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, Division of Water Resources. They request approval to purchase 2 replacement vehicles for a total amount not to exceed $72,005. The vehicles being replaced have met the age and or mileage requirements in SAM, and funds are available for this purchase. The last request is from the Department of Public Safety Investigation Division. The division requests approval to purchase 10 replacement vehicles for a total amount not to exceed $323,438. The vehicles being replaced have met the age and or mileage requirements in SAM, and funds are available for these purchases as well. Are there any questions on any of these items?
Any questions from any board members?
No questions. Motion to approve.
We have a motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimous. We will close agenda item number 4 and move on to agenda item number 5, authorization to contract with current and or former state employee. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, sir. There are 4 requests under agenda item number 5. Would you like those together as well?
Anybody have a concern with hearing them together?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Request A from the Department of Health and Human Services, Division of Public and Behavioral Health, through the Department of Administration. The division intends to contract with a former employee from October 23rd, 2023 through April 22nd, 2024 on a part-time basis through Marathon Staffing Group. Request B is from the Department of Business and Industry, Division of Insurance, through the Department of Administration Purchasing Division. They intend to contract with a former employee from October 10th, 2023 through December 31st, 2023 on a part-time basis through Manpower. Request C is from the Nevada Department of Education, through the Department of Administration Purchasing Division. They request a contract with a former employee from October 16th, 2023 through February 16th, 2024 on a part-time basis through Manpower. And the last request is from the Office of the Secretary of State through the Department of Administration Purchasing Division. They request a contract with a former employee from November 11th, 2023 through May 10th, 2024 on a part-time basis, up to 30 hours per week working remotely. Are there any questions on these items?
Do we have any questions on agenda item number 5?
No.
No questions.
Aaron, was that a no?
Yeah, no questions. So,
All right, I'll entertain a motion for approval.
I move approval.
We have a motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes unanimous. We will close 5, move on to 6, request for approval to pay a tort claim pursuant to NRS 41.036. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, sir. Pursuant to NRS 41.036, the Office of the Attorney General submits the 2 following tort claims for approval. First one, A, claimant is the state of Carlos Perez / Victor Perez, claim number TC 20576. Settlement amount is $1,600,000. Date of loss November 12th, 2014. The second one is for Donald. Claimant is Donald Walden Jr. et al. Claim number TC 20769. Settlement amount is $18,965.57. Data loss is made to, it says 57 cents, sir. Data loss is May 12, 2011. Are there any questions on these items?
Do we have any questions on item number 6?
No questions.
Either A or B? No questions. We have no questions. I'll entertain a motion for approval.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes unanimous. We will close 6, move on to 7. Request for approval to offer a tort claim payment pursuant to NRS 40.652, 41.031, and 41.036. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, sir. Pursuant to NRS 40.652, 41.031, and 41.036, the Office of the Attorney General requests approval to serve an offer of judgment to avoid continuing cost of litigation. Payment is contingent upon acceptance by counterclaimants and payable from the tort claim account. Counterclaimant is Elvin and Sylvia Fred. Claim is in regards to 3587 Desitoya Drive, case number 15-0C-00074-IB, Fred versus State of Nevada Investigation Division of Department of Public Safety. Case number, I already said that one. Nope, case number 15 OC 00137IB. Sorry, I thought that was a duplicate. Offer amount is up to $350,000. Data loss is August 12th, 2019, and the agency is Department of Public Safety Investigation Division. Is there any questions on this item?
Any questions?
Nope.
I do have a question for the record, Governor Lombardo. I don't know who's best to provide clarification of this case.
Marty Watkins.
Could you please come forward? I just have two simple questions. Is this a result of a task force investigation?
Yes,
Okay, so is there a cost sharing identified
yes.
with the settlement?
Well, this isn't a settlement, this is just an offer of
An
judgment.
offer.
If they accept it, then there's a cost sharing where the two other entities involved in TriNet would have to split the costs equally, and we could then recover against them.
And they're fully aware of that.
Yes,
That was it. Thank you.
thank you.
All right, I will entertain a motion for approval.
Motion to approve?
We have a motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimous. We will close 7 and move to 8. Request for recommendation of approval to the interim finance committee for an allocation amount from the contingency account. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, Governor. There are 3 requests under agenda item number 8. I'll do them all together unless there's appetite.
Is it okay to do them together?
Yes.
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 The first is from the Department of Administration, Nevada State Library and Archives. Pursuant to NRS 353.268, the department requests the board's recommendation to the Interim Finance Committee for an allocation of $35,125 from the Interim Finance Contingency Account to fund an increase in digital equipment approved in Assembly Bill 486 of the 2023 legislative session. The second request is from the Department of Business and Industry. Pursuant to NRS 353.268, the department requests the board's recommendation to the Interim Finance Committee an allocation of $150,000 from the Interim Finance Committee contingency account to support 1 deputy director position and associated costs for the newly created Office of Nevada Boards, Commissions, and Council Standards. And the last request is from the Office of the Military. Pursuant to NRS 353.268, the department requests the board's recommendation to the Interim Finance Committee for an allocation of $88,382 from the Interim Finance Committee contingency account to cover costs associated with providing PC and LAN computer support. Are there any questions on any of these items?
No
None.
questions?
I'm sorry, Mr. Aguilar.
No questions?
No questions. I will entertain a motion for approval.
Motion to
Move
approve?
approval.
We have a motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimous. We'll close 8, move on to 9. Request for approval of payment from the statutory contingency account. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, Governor. There is 1 request under agenda item number 9 from the Governor's Finance Office. Pursuant to NRS 41.950 and NRS 41.970, the office requests the Board of Examiners to approve a payment of $10,000 from the statutory contingency account to DeMarlo Berry, representing remaining relief for his wrongful conviction. Are there any questions on this item?
Do we have any questions on this particular item?
No.
I have a question. Do you have a question? For the record, Governor Lombardo, what was the date of the original award? For some reason, I remember personally providing testimony to this case
Yeah.
several years ago. Why would it rise to another additional 10,000?
So if I may, can I? Sure. Okay, so this is one of the cases of wrongful conviction that, in fact, this is the first case of wrongful conviction that was brought under a new statute that Speaker Yeager brought. And DeMarlo Berry was exonerated, having been incarcerated for up to 20 years or so, maybe
Right.
21. And so he presented himself to my office. My office has to engage in the wrongful conviction litigation. And he received an exoneration from the court, and came to the court. Now, came to this board for an initial allocation of funds. The statute allows him to return for additional expenses. In this instance, it's for financial literacy. And so the first amount was simply for, as I recall, there may have been additional amounts on top of this, but certainly for, I think it was $100,000 per year that he had been incarcerated, which was $2.1 million, plus a few other expenses at that time. And now he is returning per the statute that allows him to do so, to request additional monies of $10,000 for, I believe it's financial literacy that he has undertaken relative to being able to manage the money that he has received.
Okay, thank you for that explanation. And I see in the last line of the information provided, however, future claims for the allowable items as outlined in court order dated April of 21 may be forthcoming. So there may be additional items.
That's right.
Okay. I just didn't understand that process. All right, any other questions? There's particular item.
No questions.
I'll entertain a motion for approval.
I move approval.
We have a motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously. We'll close 9, move to 10. Request for approval of proposed state administration manual changes. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, Governor. There is one request under agenda item number 10 pursuant to NRS 353.040. The Governor's Finance Office Budget Division requests modifications to the policies and procedures of the State Board of Examiners adopted and collected in the following chapters of the State Administrative Manual. This revision aligns SAM with NRS 353.097 subsection 1, SAM Chapter 2622 stale claims. So those two are now aligned. Before, SAM had something different than the statute. Are there any questions on this item?
Motion to approve.
None here.
I can't think of a question.
All right.
How you doing, sir? Okay. We have, did you provide a motion, Mr. Aguilar?
I did, if you're ready.
Okay, we have a motion. All those, yes. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. We will close 10 and move to 11. Approval of proposed leases. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, Governor. There are 5 leases under agenda item number 11 for approval by the board. Are there any questions on any of these 5 items?
Do we have any questions?
None here.
No questions. Motion to approve.
I move approval.
So the motion will be provided by Mr. Aguilar. So we have a motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes. We will close item number 11, move to 12, approval of proposed contracts. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, Governor. There are 34 contracts under agenda item number 12 for the approval by the board. Are there any questions on any of these contracts?
Any questions on item 12?
No.
No questions.
I'll entertain a motion for approval.
Move approval.
We have a motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes. We will close item 12, move to 13, approval of proposed master service agreements. Ms. Stevens.
Thank you, sir. There are 6 master service agreements under agenda item number 13 for approval by the board today. Are there any questions on any of these 6 master service agreements?
Do we have any questions on item 13?
No.
No. Motion to approve.
We have a motion for approval. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion passes. We will close 13, move to 14, information item, clerk of the board's contracts. Is that going to be provided by you, Ms. Stevenson?
Yes, sir. There are 61 contracts over $10,000 and under the $100,000 threshold that were approved by the clerk of the board between August 22nd, 2023 through September 18th, 2023. This item is informational. Do you have any questions on any of this information?
Any questions, Mr. Aguilar?
No questions.
All right, no questions. Therefore, we will close item number 14 and move to 15, second opportunity for public comment. This public comment period is for any matter that is within the jurisdiction of this public body. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes. And once again, I will provide the dial-in number, 775-321-6111 or 702-329-3435, with the access code being 946-495-096 pound. I will give a small amount of time here for anybody that wishes to dial in to do so. Do we have any public comment there in Carson City?
We do not, sir.
Any public comment here in Las Vegas? All right, we will wait a few minutes or a few seconds. Do we have anybody?
No, sir.
Nobody's present on the phone line. All right, we will close the second opportunity for public comment and move for adjournment.
So moved.
So move. Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Good to see you, Cisco.
I think the chairman can
Thank you all.
adjourn
Have a
without.
good day.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I always say that, but.